All right, guys, we're officially recording. It's Coach Todd here, and also Barney. He's helping me out on the call tonight. Yeah. And so it's really great to be back, guys. Molly and I just got back from the Success Club cruise where we left out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We went down to Nassau in the Bahamas, and we did a little snorkeling down there, and then we jetted over to Jamaica and went inland into the jungles and did all kinds of zip lines and adventure stuff and had a bunch of crazy tropical birds climbing all over us. And it was a lot of fun. And positives thing, we didn't come back with Zika or anything like that. So all in all, it was an awesome trip, except all the pictures that I had from the trip were on my cell phone, which was in my swim short pockets. And it was super hot on the last day of the cruise while we were cruising back to Fort Lauderdale, and just totally spaced it. And I was like, hey, Molly, you want to go just get in the pool and cool off? And I just walked right in, swam to one end, swam back, and got out. And I was like, man, why do my shorts keep falling off? It's because I had the weight of my cell phone in my pocket. I was like, no. So I had to So I lost all the pictures on there, everything I had on there. It's you can't recover anything off it. It's totally done.
Oh,
and
you should have been posting all day long.
But yeah, I had to pay the $150 deductible to get it replaced, but I did get a new one, and Molly's going to get the replacement. That's how generous I am. But guys, it was an amazing trip. Seriously, if you have not made Success Club a focus of your business, and really Success Club is very simple. It's about, and that's really what the topic of tonight's entire call is going to be on, is about keeping your coaching business simple. Here, I'm going to put a different set of headphones on, guys, that have noise canceling. That way you guys don't hear the background noises of our house. No, it's okay. Okay, I just got to figure out how to untangle all these cords. Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you guys too. Good deal. Okay, microphone, headphone. I got my telemarketer headset on. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, Success Club is super simple, and that's what we're going to focus on today, is simplifying your business. And as far as Success Club goes, it's about doing certain things consistently. And that's what allowed Molly to go on our 4th Success Club trip. Our first one was to Disney World, and our second one was the first Beachbody cruise. Then we went to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, and just recently another Success Club cruise on the largest cruise ship in the world, which was absolutely amazing. There's just so much to do, and just the relaxation time was much needed. And I encourage you guys, if you haven't made it a goal to join Molly and I on that Success Club trip, absolutely make it your goal, because it is a phenomenal reward for all the hard work that you guys put in. And I would love to hang out with you guys in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic next year. And you guys can still, if you earn Success Club this month and each month, following this year, you can still earn that trip to Punta Cana next, I believe it's next spring. So make it a goal. I want to see you guys there. I want to be there with you. And the next thing coming up that I want to point your guys' attention to is a Super Saturday event. I believe it's the first Saturday of April. You're going to have to go to your Coach Online office just to double check my statement there. But Super Saturday is a quarterly corporate event. And usually there's one within a couple hours of whatever city you're in. For me, there are some in Eugene, but I'm going to try and make it up to the one 2 hours north of me in Portland, because one of our top 10 coaches, Amy Silverman, is from Portland. And she is usually there with a team, and usually Carl Deichler or Tony Horton was there last time. So it's a great opportunity the business really becomes real at events, because you see people just like yourself. They're no smarter than you. They're not better looking. And you're like, wait, if they can do this, like I can do this. And that's where it really made sense for me, was my first Coach Summit. And that's the next thing I want to talk about, is Coach Summit. That's coming up this end of June. And I know a lot of you guys have already been scouring for tickets because they're sold out. But the least you can do right now is today. I don't even care if you go or not, at least get on the waiting list. So go to CoachSummit2016.com and get on the waiting list today, because that event will change your entire life. And I've been to, Molly, how many have we been to? 4 Coach Summits? I don't know. I think it's 4. Several. And every single year I come away with something brand new that helps me take my business to the next level. And getting to hang out with the team, getting to meet the leaders in the industry, getting to meet the people from corporate, it's just so incredibly surreal. But it really makes this business come to life and become more of a reality. So I highly encourage you guys, and I'm going to keep saying this every single week up until Coach Summit, to get on that waiting list. And usually as we get closer to Summit, stuff comes up and people end up having to sell their tickets. So you can transfer a ticket from someone to your name. Okay. Now, what I wanted to get into is our training for today. And our training is going to be based on an acronym called S.T.O.P. And you can boil down coaching into 4 different things, and I have them written down here. Here's what we do as coaches. We push play, we drink a shake, we read a book, and then we invite people to do the same thing. That's what coaching boils down to on a day-to-day basis. We push play, we drink a shake, we read a book, and we invite people to do the same thing, to come alongside us. And that's really what you need to keep your business too. And if you try and complicate it, or if you try and reinvent the wheel, you're just going to be pulling your hair out trying to figure out why things aren't working. Because the more simple you keep it, the more effective your actions are going to be. So with that being said, and understanding that coaching really is that simple, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that, I want to get into our acronym for STOP. And what this acronym is going to help us understand is how to simplify our business so that we don't get caught up in all the gazmos and gadgets and glitter and stuff that we think that we need in order to be a successful coach. And one of the things that let me see if I can figure out the word for it. I don't regret developing a blog or a YouTube video, because a lot of you guys that are here on this call, that's how you found Elevation Coaches. That's how I became your coach. That's how you joined one of my challenge groups. I in no way regret that. But what that has done for my business is it has set an example for the team, thinking that they have to do that same thing in order to be successful. And that's just not the case. And that's gonna lead me into let's see, I believe that'll be our third point. But I'm gonna get to that about working within your strengths. So let's just start off with the first thing. And the very first letter is S, which stands for keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay? And like I just mentioned, a lot of coaches think that when they get started, I'm not saying it's wrong to do this, but a lot of coaches think that they need a website in order to be successful. That's not true. There are top coaches, there are elite coaches, there are top 10 coaches that do not have blogs, that do not make YouTube videos. So don't think that you need those things. If you want to do those things, I say absolutely go for it. I personally love blogging. It's a way for me to create resources that I can point people to when they ask questions. I can say, oh yeah, I wrote a blog post about that. Here's the link to the blog post. Go ahead and read it. And then when do you think you can get back to me? And I can answer any questions that post brought up. Or, just let me know if that information was helpful. So for me, blogging and videos have been a way to create resources to direct people to. And also those, my blog posts and my YouTube videos have been a way to bring people in and attract them to me. So, but you don't need those things. And this is a thing. Beachbody coaching is all about relationships.
Okay, and how you develop those relationships is by reaching out to people. I reach out to people through blogging and YouTube. You might reach out to people through Instagram. I know a coach on our team, Elizabeth Lacey. You guys will see she tags me in her food pictures all the time. She makes amazing looking food. She makes amazing looking food, and the way she attracts people is just to be consistent with that. She just posts pictures of her food. She doesn't post ridiculous picture or videos of herself lip syncing Marky Mark songs and then upload it to YouTube. That's what I do. So you don't need all the bells and whistles and glitter and videos and blog posts. All you need to be doing is finding a way that you can connect with people. And all you need to be doing is reaching out to those people, developing that relationship. That means taking an interest in their life, ask them questions, and really take an interest in what they're interested in. And hopefully you can find some common ground. And that's where we get the form process, when you start asking them questions about family, occupation, recreation, and then that will lead you into your ability to share your message with them, which is, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I'm running this challenge group thing, or hey, this Thursday we're doing a coach sneak peek, and I thought of you because you said, you're sick of being in debt, and this has been great for my family. Whatever the case, you develop that relationship, and when an opportunity presents itself to invite or talk about your message or what has inspired you, that's what we're working towards. So really keep it that simple. Is and the reason I want you to keep it that simple is because as you grow as a coach, you're going to have new challengers, and your challengers and all these people who you are connected with online are watching you. Okay. And if they see blog posts and YouTube videos or pictures on Instagram that just look so incredibly perfect that it can't possibly be your real life, okay, that's what they think they're going to have to do in order to be a coach. So that's really important how you present your journey as a coach. It's important to consider that for your future coaches, those who are watching your journey. You're setting an example for them of what they would have to do as a coach. If they go to your social media page and they say, oh my gosh, they post like 30 times a day. If I have to post 30 times a day as a coach, I don't want to be a coach. But if they come to your wall and they say, oh my gosh, they're in the middle of Nashville and they shut down the street and they're working out with 60,000 people, that looks awesome. Or, something like that. Set an example for your future coaches. So if you keep coaching simple and you keep your social media simple, and let's say you do YouTube videos. If you do YouTube and you keep that simple, if you do blogging and you keep that simple, then that's going to set a great example for your future coaches. So consider that when creating content and sharing your journey, is keep it as simple as possible. That way, people who are thinking about coaching, who are following you, or people who haven't considered coaching, but you would like to invite them to take a look at coaching, they can look at what you do and say, hey, yeah, I could do that. So that's what it means by keep it simple, because you're looking, not only do you not want to drive yourself insane trying to do all these things that you don't yet know how to do, or trying to do things that you're just plain not good at, and you're just not going to get better. There are some things that I know I don't do well, and I avoid those things. I outsource those things. You want to know what I'm terrible at? I'm terrible at bookkeeping. Okay, when I started a coaching business, bookkeeping and accounting was the last thing on my mind. But then I started to make a lot of money, and Uncle Sam wanted all of that money. All of a sudden, I have to be very meticulous with my bookkeeping. And, I'm going to be investing in Quicken and hiring someone to do my accounting for me. Hopefully my sister-in-law or my wife will do it, but we'll find out. So that's something that I have no interest in. I'm not good at it. I'm going to pay someone else to do it so it can free up my time to do the things I know I'm good at, which is connecting with people, developing relationships, and creating resources that can help them reach their goals. I keep it very, very simple in my business. Okay, so the next letter is T. And that stands for teachable. And this is the one. This is what really pricked me as I was going through this. I got this acronym from Julie Voris. She's a superstar diamond coach. She is an elite coach. She's been in this business for 6 years. You guys have seen her. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Was she in one of the Insanity videos? I don't know. But she's an Insanity certified trainer. Awesome lady. I got this training from her. But one of the things that she said that really like stuck a knife in me and turned, but it was a great reality check. She said, and because she said this happened in her business, for like 5 years, she was a 9-star diamond coach. And then in 1 year, she went to 15-star diamond. And what really changed it for her was someone said to her, if you can look at the last 6 months of your business and nothing has changed, then you're not teachable. Whoops, I stopped recording.
No, it's
No,
recording.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just saw a thing that said stop recording in the corner. But that statement really affected me because I know a lot of you guys know this already, but for those who don't, in the last year, I've experienced a 20% decrease in my income with Beachbody coaching. And that statement of, if you have not improved over the last 6 months, or if you're in the same place where you've backtracked in the last 6 months, you're not teachable. And man, that for me, that hit home. And as I look at my business and I look at the past 6 months, I can see where I hit this super high in my business. And then when I hit that high, I stopped doing the daily activities that got me there. And that was a huge reality check for me. And that's when I started going back to daily training. I pour into myself daily Beachbody training, whether that's Coach National Wake Up Call every single day. There's a huge archive of them in your Coach Online office, or if it's an online training from one of the top 10 elite coaches, whatever it is, I do one training a day. I listen to it. If you're working at home, then stick in an earbud, download a audio book and listen to personal development while you're vacuuming or folding laundry. But find a way to get in content that's going to help you grow. And then as far as being teachable, let's say your coach is reaching out to you, or if I've reached out to you and I've said, hey, how can I help you? How can I help you progress? Where do you want to be? And then you tell me where you want to be, and you tell me how, where, what you're willing to do to get there. But then in 6 months, absolutely nothing has changed. 99.9% of the time, you haven't done what I've recommended. And that's what happened in my business is I've heard the training saying that if a lot of coaches reach this high point in their business and then they stop doing the daily activities because they've reached this level of success. And that's where I failed. And one of the things I love about Amy Silverman that she said is the reason for her success, she goes, she stays in stage 1 of her business 100% of the time. And stage 1 of your business is inviting people. And it really is that simple, about inviting people on a daily basis to take a look at coaching, to take a look at joining your challenge group, to take a look at your sneak peek, to take a look at, Shakeology, whatever it is. It's doing that on a daily basis. So being teachable is very, very important. And if you ever stop learning in your coaching business, you're going to stop growing. And that's why I feed daily on training and stuff that lifts me up, stuff that keeps my mindset in the right position, keeps my attitude lifted high, and keeps me passionate and excited about what we're doing. So first thing, keep it simple. Second thing, be teachable. Third thing is to operate within your strengths. That's the O. So operate within your strengths. And what that means is you need to be doing what you love. And whatever form you use in order to reach out to people, or, for me, I love blogging and I love making YouTube videos. And I hope that's displayed in my excitement and my passion in my videos. And what I love as well is getting on these coaching calls and sharing with you guys my failures and my successes so that you guys can learn from those and hopefully, go not make the same mistakes that I've made, but choose to commit to your goals and have fun doing it. And when you operate within your strengths, you're going to notice that you're going to be way, way more productive. Now, me, I like to geek out on stuff like search engine optimization. I like to, look at numbers and backlinks and, sharing statistics so that I can get my content to rank on Google. I geek out on that stuff. I love it. And I love the competition of search engine optimization, of getting my blog post to rank above some other coaches on Google. That's what I love to do. And I flourish in that because it's fun for me. Okay, some of you guys could care less about search engine optimization. You would rather be on the phone someone, talking with them, learning about their struggles, and encouraging them to keep moving forward. Okay, if that's your wheelhouse, that's where you need to operate. Some people like to geek out on, time management stuff that saves them time, or, there's tons of apps and technology that people use with their coaching business. I don't use a ton of technology with my coaching business. I keep track of my challengers and my challenge group invites with Excel because I'm an Excel geek. But if you like to use technology to keep track of stuff, whether it's an app or some other, online cloud server, I don't even know what the terms are for that stuff. If that's what works for you, you need to operate within that wheelhouse and then outsource or delegate what you're not good at. I encourage you guys to try new things in order to find out what you're good at, but you need to operate within your passion. One of the things I love that Julie Vore said in this training, she goes, if people don't get excited and encouraged and motivated by what they see when you share your journey on social media, then you're not operating in your wheelhouse, because you absolutely love what we do as coaches, because it is a phenomenal opportunity for us to create an amazing change for our family with this coaching business by sharing what we love. I love Shakeology. I speak confidently about Shakeology. I can recommend Shakeology over every other single meal replacement thing on the planet because of what it's done for me, and I'm confident in that. And people sense that, and that's why they have confidence when they purchase it from me. Okay, and I'm also passionate about helping people, and people can see that because when they say, hey Todd, I'm from the UK and Beachbody won't let me make you your free coach. I was like, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it, bro. What do you need help with? That's how they know that I'm passionate about helping people. When I get on a coaching call with one of you guys or someone else from the team, I hope you can sense that I am sincere in wanting to see you reach your goals. Just like I'm sincere when I talk to someone in my challenge group and let's say I have to give them a kick in the butt. That's in so much love because I want to see them reach their goals and I know what it takes to get there. Same thing with coaching calls. When I say, hey man, you said you wanted to be here, but I'm not seeing the daily activities that are going to get you to where you said you want to be. What's going on? Okay, that's not some selfish thing. It's like, hey, I want you to make me a 1-star, a 2-star, a 5-star diamond coach. That's like, hey, you said you had some goals for your family. What happened to those goals? I want to see you achieve those things. I want to see you have more freedom for your family. I want to see you, be able to pay off your school loans, whatever it might be. My passion is seeing people reach their goals, and I hope that is what is displayed when I share my journey. Whether it be sharing my failures like I just did on my latest post today, which encourages a lot of people. You can see one guy said, thanks for sharing, because that encouraged them. It lets them know that I'm human. It lets them know that I'm not perfect. That's what people tend to see on social media is these highlights of our life. And I like to share the messy stuff. I like to share the real messy stuff because people can see that I'm human. And that's part of being a coach, is being human. And that's part of connecting people, is being able to relate to people. And perfect coaches don't relate well to people because normal people make mistakes. So operate within your wheelhouse. Whatever you love doing as a coach, focus on it. If you love Instagram, focus on it. If you love Twitter, which I have no clue how to work Twitter, focus on it. Whatever you love, do it, and do it with passion, and do it with excellence. All right, next letter is P, and it stands for two words. It's actually two P's. So this is like S.T.O.P. So it stands for passion and patience. Okay, we just touched on passion a little bit, but if you don't love what you do, people are not going to love what you're doing with you. You have to be passionate about this. If you're not passionate about coaching, if you can't speak to people with confidence and saying, absolutely, you should do a home workout versus the gym, especially a Beachbody workout. If you can't speak passionately and if you're not excited about it, then you need to take a second look and ask yourself if coaching is the right fit for you. Because if you're not excited about this, how can you expect other people to get excited to join you in this, whether it be in a challenge group or a coaching opportunity? And understanding this, that your passion is primarily what builds the foundation for your success. And this is what leads into the patience part. A lot of people, they're super, super fired up at the beginning of their coaching career. And you might hear this as you listen to National Wake Up Calls, or you're listening to previous coach calls, or you're going through Coach Basics on elevationcoaches.com. You'll hear the phrase, be here a year from now, be here in 1 year. And that's because a lot of coaches, they tend to give up incredibly quickly. They think that after one social media post that they're going to have 20 people in their challenge group. They think that after, one challenge group, they're going to hit Success Club every single month after that. And it's just, or after signing your first coach, or after reaching Emerald, that all your work is done and you've reached this awesome goal and now you can relax. Okay, but success takes time. And I realize there are some coaches in this business that are outliers that achieve these goals, like reaching diamond. And I've seen coaches reach diamond in 30 days or 60 days. And you're like, oh my gosh, but that's not the standard. In this, you have to have patience. And I'm going to remind you guys of my current situation. My first year as a coach, I started in the end of May 2011. My first year as a coach, I made about $8,000. My second year as a coach, I believe I made around $25,000. My third year as a coach, I made $45,000. Then my fifth year, I made $75,000. Okay, and instead of going on to how much I'm making now, I want to share you guys, just think about how long I just explained to you, how long that took. But I went from zero to $75,000 a year in 4 years. And that wasn't 4 years of college. That wasn't 4 years of, some sort of school or trade training. That was 4 years of passion. That was 4 years of excitement. That was 4 years of consistency and patience. And that's what allowed me to reach that level and beyond. And what's really, really fun, or it's really, really depressing, is look at your job. Whatever job you're working right now, and maybe your goal, maybe you love your job, so this isn't to discourage you, but for me, my goal is to be a full-time coach. So I look at my job, and I look at where I was at income-wise a year ago, and in 1 year, I have 0% increase in my income. I'm at the same exact level of income as I was last year at my engineering job. With Beachbody, okay, from 2014 to 2015, like I said, I went from $45,000 a year to $75,000 a year. That's a 60% raise because of passion, because of excitement and consistency and patience. That is what's so amazing about this opportunity, is your income is based on how many lives you change. And that's why I get so excited about the income portion, is because I know that when my income increases, I'm helping more people, whether it be challengers or coaches or the team as a whole. I know that when my income increases, that means I am providing value to people. That's why your income with Beachbody is such a good indicator of how much value you're providing people, or how many people you're helping. So keep that in mind. You have to have patience. You have to have patience. That's what coaching is all about. You got to be patient. That's why we say be here a year from now, because it's not going to happen overnight. It takes a lot of grueling hours and failures and people ignoring you and blocking you on Facebook and saying no to your invites and then coming back 2 years later and saying, hey, what about that challenge group? What was that about? You know, and I'm half the time I'm tempted to say, hey, screw you. You didn't want to do it the first time, but you know, I care too much about their goals, so I let them in the challenge group anyway. So keep it simple. If you want to stop running the hamster wheel, keep it simple. All right. Be teachable is the second point. The third one is operate within your strengths. And the final one is passion and patience. And those are the things that you can do in order to keep your business simple. Remember, as coaches, what we do on a daily basis, it sounds pretty fun to me. We push play on a workout. We drink a delicious shake. We read a book, and we invite people to do it with us. If you keep it as simple as possible, you're going to have a lot more fun doing this, and you're going to see a lot more success as a result. So I hope this provided you guys with some value. I'm going to open it up. If you guys have any questions about what I just discussed, or if you have any comments that you want to comment with, I'm going to open it up to you guys. You can unmute yourselves, and we will have a team discussion, and then we'll end the call. You're all good? Everybody's going to go out there and kick butt? Invite some people, make some awkward situations?
I do have a question, but
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's about pretty much what you've been talking about. But when we start off as coaches, like new coaches, what do we do with our new coaches that we end up signing up?
Okay.
I think that's where I'm getting like a little like confused with what to do with my coaches. Like, do I have to do everything like kind of like, that's why I feel like overwhelmed when it comes to that department, because I feel like I have to do everything you're pretty much doing, or do I throw them into our group?
Okay, so yeah, what you need to do when you sign up as a new coach, here, let me share my screen real quick. All right, share screen. Okay, and I'm going to go to the business building tab on our team training site. And right here, there's a training called Getting New Coaches Started Right. Let me log in. And this covers how to get a new coach started right. So we got a video there. We actually have a template that you can send your new coaches with a new coach email. That basically it's the same email that you guys receive from me when you start as a coach. So there's a template that you can send your brand new coach, and you can copy and paste and personalize that to fit your own voice. So you send that, and then step 2 is you want to hold a Getting Started Right call. And I think I've had a Getting Started Right call with each one of you. And it's actually pretty simple. And usually what I do is I walk through the 7-day business start guide, or the 7-day quick start guide with a new coach on our Getting Started Right call. And basically it's just like, hey, what are your goals? What sort of time commitment are you willing to dedicate to reaching those goals? And then let's make an action plan together on how to reach those goals. That's a good summary of what a Getting Started Right call is. And then this is what's really important, an important part of that process. During that Getting Started Right call, you need to learn what their definition of success is. Because your definition of success might be, hey, I want to replace Kyle's income that he's earning currently. I want to completely replace his income so that he might not have to sign up for another 4 years with the Army or whatever. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's screwed for 10 years. He just signed for another 10, so.
Well, he might as well just go career, like full.
Oh,
All the
he
way to the
is.
end.
He is. He has 10 more years left.
Yeah. So, but really, learning someone else's definition of success as a new coach is really important, because the pace that I set for my own coaching business, working 2, 3, 4, 6 hours a day on coaching, is what it takes to reach my goal of going full time. But that's not what someone needs to do if they just want to earn, if they just want to make their car payment, and their car payment's $200 a month. So
well, I've done everything that's on this list right here, because I've actually checked this out before.
Oh, okay.
I think what I'm kind of asking is, like, once they've done that, what is like the next step for them? Like, I have a couple coaches underneath me, but I've tried reaching out to them, but I don't know what to do next. Like, I feel like, do you do like a training with them to kind of like a one-on-one maybe training with them to kind of get them started? Because I have a lot of confusion with my coaches. And I've noticed like a lot of top coaches, they do a lot of like little trainings here and there with their coaches, like step, and then they move on to the next level kind of thing.
So, I mean, I plug our coaches into Coach Basics. It's right here on the site, and this the initial coach email references that training. But it is good to follow up with a new coach, especially, or possibly mention it in the Getting Started Right call about, hey, your next step is to go through Coach Basics. So doing one training a day. So set aside, if you're serious about reaching this goal of XYZ, set aside 20 to 30 minutes a day some of them don't even take that long, but set aside that time to go through one training from Coach Basics each day. And you can check back in with them. And, maybe I'll get your guys' opinion on this, or maybe I'll post it in Elevation Coaches, but I'm wondering if it would be more beneficial to go back to having Coach Basics groups.
Yeah, I think so too.
32 days where they're in a private group and everybody can hold each other accountable to doing the daily trainings.
Yeah, I like that. That's
okay.
I think that would be like a lot more motivating, like when they're in a group instead of doing it by themselves.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we go back to that. I'll also post an Elevation to see what other people think. But
I think I would even do it too for myself.
Yeah. I love going back to basics, because it really reminds you, because as you progress as a coach, you're like, oh yeah, I just got to connect with people. I just got to develop relationships and invite them, because you can start going off into all this other stuff and trying to reinvent the wheel. So it's good to get back to basics, even if you're a seasoned coach. But then, one of the things that I do, and that Emily is currently doing, is I invite all of my new coaches to run a challenge group with me. So usually our coaches come from challengers. So they've been in our challenge groups, they see how it works, and we're inviting them. And when I invite them to become a coach, I just say, hey, I notice you bring an incredible level of motivation and encouragement to the group. Have you thought about coaching? I would love to have you run my next coaching or my next challenge group with me, or help me run my next challenge group with me. And if you're keeping your challenge group simple, then they're going to see what you do in your challenge group and say, yeah, I could probably do that. I could invite some people to the next challenge group and help you. I can run that with you. So that's a big step for a brand new coach, is making sure you plug them into your challenge group to help you lead it. Whether that be, hey, you know what, this week, why don't you take the daily challenges, and here's the document you can pull those from. Or whether it's, hey, as now that you're a coach in a challenge group and you have people that you've invited, you need to set the example for the level of activity that you want to see from your challengers. So all of a sudden you're a leader in this group. So I need you to be posting daily, to be responding to people's posts with comments and liking their posts and being a leader in the group. So that's a big step for a brand new coach, is getting them plugged into your next challenge group as a leader in the group. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that way, then it can progress from there. The discussion I just had with Emily, a couple days ago was, do you think you'll be ready to run your own challenge group next month? And because she's been in my challenge group and she was kind enough to take the lead in my challenge group while I was on the cruise, she's comfortable running her own group. So that's a really great step for a new coach to go through, is being a part of a challenge group and then being a leader in a challenge group, and then, letting your little kid wander off into the distance and run their own challenge group. So that's the process I follow that has been very, very successful. And obviously, as you go through that, you're going to find things that work well, things that don't work well. I think it's been evident that, I like the idea of allowing people to go through Coach Basics at their own pace, but at the same time, you guys can see that the Coach Basics training at the end of each thing requires that you post in Elevation Coaches. And I noticed that a lot of people, hey, there's Tiffany's, there's your post. I noticed that a lot of people are not doing that, or they'll do it for a couple days, but then they stop. So it's apparent to me that this might not be the best way to do Coach Basics. Maybe we do have a private group where new coaches can hold each other accountable, and maybe we'll learn the new coaches will learn a lot more that way. That way they can ask questions and all that within the group.
I think it'd be nice too, because then it'll be like you see a lot more people doing it with you.
Yeah.
So you get more motivated to go into the group because other people are doing it too.
Yeah.
So when you're doing it by yourself, it's like you're doing your workouts by yourself. You can easily slip and not do it that day.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about, starting one Coach Basics group per month is if you have a coach that signs up in the beginning of the month, they got to wait 3 weeks to start Coach Basics, which I don't want.
Yeah.
So I might turn this into a private group, but still have this same, well, I think we just need to talk about it more as a team. Maybe we'll have a separate call and just sort of mastermind and brainstorm on the best way to go about hosting a Coach Basics group without making people wait too long to get started.
Yeah. Is it 30 days long? Is that how long
Yeah, the Coach Basics training is 32 days.
Gotcha. I wonder if we can just do it where like they just have to jump in where we're at. Or if it's like towards the end of it, then have them wait that 2 weeks.
Yeah, usually. And we might give them an option,
Yeah, and see if they want to wait or if they want to
just jump in on their own and blast through 3 trainings a day or something.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with Coach Basics. I just went like bang, 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 as many as I could fit in per day. Because I wanted to get it done. I knew I had big goals, and I wanted to get it out of the way. So.
Yeah, because I have so many little like coaches underneath me that I feel like if I was to put them in a group, it would probably be like 1 or 2 people posting, so it wouldn't be that motivating. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think an Elevation Coaches group is definitely the way to go. That way there's more people. But I honestly do not recommend starting your own team. Like, I don't recommend you go start, Team Fit Tiff or something. I don't recommend doing that until you have at least, 300 to 500 coaches in your downline.
Yeah, because that's how I felt. I felt like that's where I was really confused. Like, do I need to like make my own team? Like, how does this work? Like, am I supposed to throw them into our group or and still check up on them and kind of thing every now and then? But then I'm starting to notice like they're all starting to drop off. So all their goals that they had before are like gone now. Now they're all like, well, I don't want to do it anymore because I feel like they're not getting training. So that's why I was thinking about maybe doing like a group with them. But then I felt like if I did a group, it wouldn't be that motivating because I would probably be the only one posting or maybe another person. That'll be it. And then it's like, well, this is no fun,
Yeah.
Maybe we can like, as coaches, like the main coaches, I don't know, maybe throw in like a prize or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea to have a prize for completing Coach Basics. Maybe it's a personal development book or something like that.
Something like that. Maybe a shirt.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. We can make some Elevation Coaches shirts.
do a hat.
Yeah. I've always running through my head, like if I make Elevation Coaches shirts for Summit, what do I want them to say? And there's so many ways. I like the idea of hashtagging Elevate Others as our primary one, but there's others that go through my mind, like, you know, living or elevate your dreams, elevate your lifestyle, all these different elevates that I can think of that are I don't know, just sound cool. But I think the shirt might get overwhelmed with hashtags if I.
True. Now, I did find out with Summit tickets,
Mhm.
the tickets that were like $125, they can't be transferred.
Oh, the ones that people got at a like deep discount or something.
They can't be transferred. So other than that, they can be transferred. They said all they have to do is the person that wants to give it away has to contact Coach Relations and let them know.
Sorry, my dog was chewing on stuff.
Oh, no, it's fine.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
any other questions, guys?
No, that's it.
Tiffany, I'm glad you asked this question because I'm hoping to have a couple of people sign up here pretty quick, and I was already wondering what I was going to do with them.
I know, that's where I've been running into this issue. I'm like, what do I do with them? Like, I know we did like the Elevate to Emerald. That was really good. I like that one. I think if we do like mini little groups here and there, even like to elevate to like Diamond or something, when people want to reach Diamond or something, I think that would be kind of nice.
I think for the Elevate to Emerald groups, I think I'm going to start making it a little more difficult to get into those groups, whether it be an application process, because what I've noticed with those groups is sometimes people don't take them very seriously, and especially with a dash, we'll call it a Dash to Diamond group.
Yeah.
People don't take that serious, and it actually requires a lot of work on the host's part.
Yeah, because it's more work on your plate.
Yeah.
Have you checked into the apps, the Beachbody, the new Beachbody Challenge Group apps?
Mm-hmm. Where you can schedule posts and all that.
Where you could just schedule it and then just check in each day, kind of like a thing, so you're not having to you could schedule the whole month of Coach Basics.
Yeah.
And you could just check in with everybody, making sure everybody's staying on top of it.
Yeah, and I think and that's actually a great idea, Tiffany. Maybe that's a direction we go with Coach Basics or an Emerald training or an Emerald group or a Diamond group.
Because it saves you time.
Put those on the My Challenge Tracker app so that we can load up all those posts and then it's just a matter of supporting people each day in that group.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
No, that's a great idea. I'm gonna write that one down. Once I find a dang pen.
I've been using the app. I really like it. I like it better than Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, the only thing I don't love, Facebook just hates me. Like, I always get in trouble with Facebook. But what do you call it? I ended up using the apps for all of my challenge groups, and I like it. Because I don't have to wake up early in the morning and post my stuff. It's already scheduled. So then all I have to do in the morning is check in with them and then check in with them in the evening. And just make sure that they're all staying on top of it.
Huh.
And I like how you can log in your workouts and you can log in your Shakeology each day.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna shoot out an email this month because that's something else I want to talk in the next 9 minutes is the Summer Strong contest with Beachbody starts on April 4th.
What is that?
I won't explain all of it, but go to my blog and read about it. So, but there's $5,000 up to five. They can win up to $5,000, and all the rules are there on my website. If you follow the link at the very end of the blog post, it'll take you to the official Beachbody rules. But if you guys, I think it'd be awesome to have that as like a team challenge group, like all of us adding our customers into that one big challenge group for that. And I think Facebook is, at least for my customer base, is the best place to hold that.
But the thing with the app is you can only have one coach in charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they haven't added where you can do multiple coaches. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah. But I could still add another coach to my challenge group. They just can't be like an admin, right?
Yeah, they can't be an admin.
Yeah. See,
they could still post stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you would be like the number one. Now I do have a question.
Yeah.
What was my question now? I just forgot what it was. Have you seen that YouTube video? I know I'm talking a lot, but have you seen that YouTube video of a coach doing an event? And pretty much what she did was she did like a 5-day event on Facebook. And what she did was she had like a whole bunch of coaches go in and they talked about each day a different topic. Like one day they talked all about Shakeology. And then they gave away pretty much a Shakeology prize. And then the next day they did like a beginner workouts, and they gave away like a free little DVD, and they did it all the way up to the end where you can actually buy a challenge pack. And they said they got so much results with that. They got so many people to sign up buying challenge pack, because what it did, it break down like what is Beachbody all about.
Yeah.
And like she explained like what each programs do for you, what Shakeology does for you, and stuff like that. And she gave away like sample packs to people that responded to it or checked in and stuff like that.
That's actually a really good idea. If you can find the link to that YouTube video, shoot it to me.
Yeah, I'll post it on the I'll post it in the group or I'll email it to you.
Okay, cool.
Message to you.
All right, guys. Any other questions? All right. Oh my gosh, your breath is terrible, Abby. What are you eating? Pea snaps? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for getting on the call tonight, guys, and we'll continue the discussion on coach basics and getting new coaches plugged in, because I know with challenge groups ending here in a couple weeks, some of you guys are going to be having have you put them down? Some of you guys are going to be having some new coaches sign up, and it's important that we help get them started right. So that
when is Coach Sneak Peek again? Sorry, I didn't see it on the calendar.
That's going to be this Thursday. So I have time tonight. I'm going to be updating the calendar, but that sneak peek, it's going to be a live event on Zoom. I'm going to try and limit it. Here's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and limit it to a 15-minute call. So when you're sharing with people, you can say, hey, it's going to be 15 minutes. And the reason I want to keep it to 15 minutes is because I want to be able to use it. I want our team, Abby, stop blowing on him. I want to be able to use this. I want to be able to let our team use this video as a way to share the coaching opportunity. So,
okay.
You know how there's the introducing Team Beachbody video, which is kind of a well put together production infomercial about coaching. Well, I want it to be a more real sharing of the coaching opportunity where we're talking about it.
Gotcha.
So that's why I want to limit it to about 15 minutes. So when you say, and it's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, just like all of our things are usually. So, but that will be on the calendar. And if someone wants to go ahead and create a graphic for that the entire team can use, that would be awesome. So I don't know if anybody wants to take that on. If you do, just post.
I'll come up with something, but mine always looks girly. So I don't know if you guys want to use it, but I don't mind coming up with something and posting it. I like doing stuff like that.
Okay.
Like how you were talking about my passion. Yeah. I like to create things like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you can come up with something, come up with your girly one, because obviously that's going to reach your niche. But if you can come up with something gender neutral, I would love to use it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Well, again, I appreciate you taking the time to get on the call. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am not unapproachable. You can message me questions, set up a call, and we can work through whatever question you have, or help you work past an issue or an objection that you're getting from a customer or a challenger or a potential coach, and we'll help you move forward. All right, guys?
All righty.
All right. Take care. Have a great night.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.